You haven't told Justin what we're doing?
No.
Oh, yeah, we kind of talked about it.
That's fine. What do you want to change?
I was actually thinking about the range.
What's wrong? Nothing.
No,
It's fine.
everything's fine. Everything's
it's
fine.
Doesn't somebody yell action or have one of those steels? We need one of those because, no, that's, I'm not a clapper. I'm not a light that's going to flip on when you do this. Hello, y'all. I'm Larry. Got Justin here with me, and this is Carter's Country. Today, we've got a rifle that you may have seen in a couple other videos, the 22 Showdown and the video you did with Christensen Arms representative. This little beauty is the Ranger. It's a 22 caliber, and today we decided to give it a starring role. As we do the video, I think you'll see why we love this gun so much and why we keep having it pop up in videos. There's a lot to love here, and I'm just going to kind of let you kind of go through some of the basic things. Yeah, if I recall from the Showdown, it held its own.
I really wanted to win it, but I apparently, like we've had to tell you, Larry, a couple of times, we just can't win things here at the store. So we'll just keep shooting it as much as possible.
Yeah, well, you don't want to give it to us, we'll just keep making videos with it. How's that?
Exactly. Let's do that video again with that one,
Yeah.
please. So some basic stuff to start off with the gun. Out of the box, 5.1 pounds total weight. Very, very light gun. Fun to play with once you're on the bench because it is so light and so manageable for all age groups. Definitely not just a young, it's not a children's gun by any means.
Yeah, a lot of times you think of a 22 as a youth gun or something to get someone into shooting. This thing goes well beyond that.
Absolutely. Trigger is match grade trigger inside of it. It does allow you to do some other trigger reworking that we can talk about here in a little while. Grip has the palm swell on it. Solid, chassis for the gun as a whole. Really, really comfortable to shoot no matter what age, size you are. It's kind of fits all age groups and everything across the board. Stock is a carbon fiber stock, composite stock, so it makes it even lighter than what it could be.
Kind of helps explain some of that weight that's not there.
Yeah. Exactly. Ambidextrous grip. So for those individuals, especially if you're trying to teach a young person their first time shooting, you can actually get kind of a little bit of variation with shooting from both left-handed and right-handed if you need to. Currently chambered in 22, 17 HMR, and 22 mag. The 22 mag and the 17 HMR are both solid calibers that a lot of people don't consider is a decent small game caliber in the state of Texas. I mean, your small pigs and everything else, you can get a lot of damage. Anything you want. But it's got a lot more power than we think it does.
Right. So it doesn't get the caliber doesn't. Any of those calibers really don't get the respect they deserve because there's so many big bore calibers around, and everybody just thinks of those for hunting. And there's some hunting you can do with these, some you cannot. Yeah. But it's a lot more versatile round than a lot of people think.
Well, no, I think when we did the 22 Showdown with some of our favorite 22s, I think we showed very clearly that it's a gun that has a lot of versatility. Right. It spans a lot of different things as far as what people would want. There's old school, kind of more classic guns. There's new school, more tactical guns. Right. There's your standard bolt action. So to see Christensen do this is no surprise. They've executed it quite well, I would say. Yeah,
they absolutely have, and they do. That's kind of what they do.
Yeah.
But when you see these higher grade 22s, going back when I was a kid, you had your Marlin 60s, you had your Ruger 1022, your Brownings, but you didn't really have a high-end gun designed for high-grade target competition type shooting. Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of the ingrained thought process with people is they don't take 22s as serious as some other calibers because, again, for someone like me growing up, there wasn't a 22 like this.
Right. You mentioned Ruger 1022. All the magazines in this gun are compatible with the Ruger 1022. That's the standard. So a little hint to the nostalgia.
And on that, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Christensen for doing that because
it's huge.
Rather than come out with some proprietary magazine that you can only get from them, that's going to be hard to get and expensive, they basically made it compatible with probably, I wouldn't even say probably, definitely the most predominant 22 caliber magazine out there.
The trigger in this gun can be dropped. Remington 700 trigger can be dropped into this gun.
Right.
Any one you like. Well, how much of a kind of a nod to nostalgia as that.
Right, and you know, Remington 700, there's as many or more of that particular bolt action rifle out there as there is any.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's another great thing they did. I mean, it comes with a match grade trigger already, but if you're really wanting to fine tune this thing and you just want a specific trigger in it, they made sure that it's compatible with probably the most widely available trigger out there.
Yeah. Again, it's just a very versatile solution to what is out there.
A lot of thought put into it, and that's one thing you'll find with Christensen Arms. Those guys are hunters. Those guys are shooters. And when they make a gun, that's absolutely what they have in mind first, is the shooting experience.
Yep.
And, you know, what your options are when you own ones, you know, things like that. The threaded barrel, you know, absolutely, if you're into it this deep, not hard to imagine some guy wanting to put a suppressor
Might as well put a suppressor on.
Right. The barrel on it, you can see the carbon fiber cover on the barrel. Now, the actual barrel itself inside is stainless steel.
Okay.
What they've done, put the carbon fiber barrel on the outside of it. It's not carbon wrapped. It's tensioned onto the barrel. A nut that kind of goes in there, and they tension the carbon fiber down to the stainless steel. Lighter barrels started becoming a thing, and in certain applications, they are the thing you want. You know, they don't dissipate the heat as well as the heavier barrels. So what Christensen wanted to do was keep the gun light, but still try to replicate the heavy barrel shooting experience as much as they could. So you've got the benefits of the heavy barrel without all that extra weight, which is another very cool, innovative thing they did with it.
True. I mean, and we've talked about this a couple of times over the times we've visited with Christensen. You know, their parent company is in aerospace, right? So their passion is making heavy things lighter so they fly. Now, they enjoy shooting, so whenever they got into this world of barrel making, it was a perfect fit. They were one of the first people to bring in carbon fiber solutions to a barrel setup,
Right.
which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is, and that's a cool little backstory to them. And another thing about Christensen, these guns are assembled by hand in Gunnison, Utah. So
Still American made.
Yeah, American made, assembled, like I said, by hand. Just I guess as close as you can get to a custom gun without having to go into the stratosphere of custom gun cost. You get the quality, the attention to detail, and all that, but at a much more affordable price. Comes with I think was it one Sub MOA at 50
Sub MOA
yards?
at 50 yards.
Yeah, so they think a lot of it, and now I don't know if we'll be able to do what this gun's capable of doing, but
We should be able to get it done.
I think we can. And if you look on the bench here, or on the table here, we've got 5 different ammunitions here. We got Remington, Browning, Federal, Winchester, and some CCI. We're going to put some different loads through it, kind of see how it does, if we can get out of this rifle what it's capable of.
All we can do is try.
That's right. And other than the fact that it's about 130 degrees outside, it's going to be fun.
Welcome to Houston.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad we don't film all these outside shooting videos in the fall or spring.
Maybe that's a good idea.
Either way, we're happy to be here. We're looking forward to shooting the gun. Let's go see what it does.
Overall, that was a really, as usual, cool opportunity to shoot. The gun as a whole shoots like butter. It's always fun to shoot 22s. We've discussed it 1,000 times here. It really always takes the cake for me personally. The CCI on the first swing with the gun, it did phenomenal, as you can tell. All 3 definitely touched, if not all, almost in one hole, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you can see I shot the Winchester there. Their Sub MOA Guarantee definitely came through using the Winchester ammo. All 3 shots touching there. I tell you, with this gun, if you pick the ammo you want and you want to spend a little more time out there than we did, you can dial this thing in to drive nails.
Oh, yeah,
It's unbelievable.
Pretty solid. Remington's Golden 22 bullet has been a successful round for obviously a long time. I don't think that it did anything poorly here. It shoots just as well as obviously anything else that we put through the barrel. I mean,
Right. Okay. Here with the Browning BPR, I almost feel bad that the bullet holes weren't touching like they were on the Winchester, but that just speaks to how great the rifle is. This is, after all, just a 1-inch square. It's still shot great, and I don't think it's anything with the Browning ammo. Again, I think if you spent time out there, got this rifle dialed in with one specific type of ammo, you could just, just putting one through the other one. To me, I'd be very satisfied with that if I was sighting this gun in.
Yeah. Federal's HV match was another great round. I think it's important to note that it's a rarity that you can see 5 different types of ammo that really run together as close as they did. In an environment where we have a lot of variables, without sighting in a gun 5 different times, just maintaining the actual shot group that we started with is pretty impressive across all 5 of these. So nothing to say poorly about Federal match or HV match at the end here. Just another great round and right there.
Yeah, I think you made a great point, Justin. We sighted this gun in once, and then we ran 5 different kinds of ammo through it, and you saw the results with that being a 1-inch target at 50 yards. This gun's on. This gun's going to do exactly what you want it to do. We asked a lot of it by, not resighting it in with each round. I mean, and it still performed like it did. I couldn't be happier with it. I'm not at all surprised by its performance.
No, the gun as a whole was wonderful. The ammo did just fine. And as always, it's better to spend an hour on the range than spend an hour in an office.
Absolutely, yeah. That should, that should be like a bumper sticker or something.
It's a slogan somewhere.
Remember, folks, hope you like this video. Be sure and like it down below. Feel free to comment, give us suggestions of videos you'd like to see, or comments about this video. Be sure and subscribe to our channel. We drop new videos every Friday for you, and we really hope it's something that you'll enjoy and maybe even learn something here and there. Remember, if you've ever shopped, shot, or hunted with us, you're already a part of the Carter's Country family. Till next time, adios. That's like 3 adioses in a row with zero issues.
We're getting good.
Yeah, I watched a video about this earlier, and the guy's wearing gloves and a full pullover hat, and I was so jealous of that guy.
He's not in Texas.
Yeah, you're not filming that in Carter's Country in June, are you?
Not here. It's only going to get hotter, I'm afraid.
Well, maybe the person that schedules and puts together our videos will
take the notes.
Yeah, and do some videos for us when the climate isn't the tar sticking to your feet as you walk across the parking lot. But we'll see.